Sup, guys? Alexander here. I know it's been a little while, but I've been a little busy recently. Had my birthday a couple weeks ago, stuff like that. So sorry about all that, but finally back, and now doing a video I've been kind of dreading because, well, it's My Academia. What hasn't already been said about this series that I can say, but I'm just gonna give my thoughts about it, since some of it might be already stuff you already heard or knew. But I want to say it anyway, just, because I personally really like this series. So let's move on. For anybody who doesn't know, though, been living under a rock, and that rock was at the bottom of the ocean. This is My Academia, and it follows the adventures of Izuku Midoriya, little kid on the front, and he lives in a world somewhere in the somewhat far future now, where 80% of the world's population have some sort of superpower. And with that came the rise of actual superheroes, and of course, villains along with it to take advantage of their powers. And about his journey to become the world's greatest hero, like his idol right there on the front, the big guy, All Might. And yeah, pretty, standard shonen stuff, but it took the world by storm, obviously, and it was huge, and still pretty is huge, even though it's a bit on the decline. I know it's wrapping up, but here I am. I want to talk about it anyway. Um, so first I'm going to talk about, at least, I don't hear a lot of people talk about sometimes, it's just the art, obviously. And, I pretty like the art. I think it's pretty stylized. For me, it reminds me of like something like a weird cross between like Naruto and like Dragon Ball Z at times. And I think it's in the action is pretty fun too, at least for the manga's point of view. And I think it's sticks out pretty well among like a very crowded genre. Especially All Might himself and his very distinct like look compared to like a lot of the other characters. I thought that was really cool. This is why he's one of my favorites. Let's see. Moving on. And, well, and that's pretty much the themes. And, well, as you can, you know, with the series, everybody knows it's all about, like, the hero's journey and what, superheroes mean to people and how they've impacted their lives, from their lack of being there or been there, and how they've inspired people in different ways, whether that be for good or bad. And I think that was very, I thought it was like, maybe not unique, but it had a unique way of spinning it, I think, in which a lot of people really, were drawn to and really gave an emotional core. How, like, superheroes and villains all resonated differently with everybody. And yeah, I myself also were drawn into that a lot, and one of the reasons I really love this series. And let's see, um, but with all the good it has done, with all the action stuff, of course, that has some. I have some two minor gripes and one fairly big gripe. Um, just the fact that like this has a huge cast. The story main revolves around the Class 1A, the class of which Izuku attends, and has quite a few classmates, and of course he has other side characters as well. And well, they're all each given some time to shine sometimes. At least for me, they could have done a bit more. So far, I have seen quite a lot of it, and not every character I think is just given the limelight enough. But maybe that's just me. It's a minor complaint again. And and of course, being a Shonen Jump series, it's pretty cliche. You got the main hero being all good and stuff. You got him a rival. You got him a love interest and all these other things. And, they're done pretty well, but they're still there. You even got a tournament arc pretty early on in the series. And, well, it's all done, I think, fairly well. They're still there. So it can be easy to, process sometimes, even though some people admit it. At least now people are starting to come to more terms with it. Which, though, brings me to my big gripe. And I think a lot of people can, you know, agree with this one, and that's just the fandom in general. So many people just arguing over, ships, over who's gay, who's not gay, like, things like that, and it just gets so ridiculous. And I personally just enjoy it for what it is, and I, don't buy too much into what everybody else thinks. I try to take it a bit more at face value and what, like, the author, Kohei Horikoshi, has to say, and all that. And, you know, I don't try to get drawn into all the drama. And, well, my final thoughts are I think it's a really fun series. Has lots of action and great emotions. It's very stylized art. And the last thing I just say is just I hope for change for the fandom, and that, we can all just agree to disagree if things get bad, and that just not take things so freaking seriously about this sometimes. It's just meant to be fun series, guys. Okay? That's all I have to say. But that's my review of My Academia. I'll see you guys later. Bye.